We're the Hebrew Israelites, and we are out here through the spirit of Yahweh, or Yahweh Shai, the one you ignorantly call God and Christ. Wake up the people of Negroid, Native American, Indian descent, the Latino and Hispanics. You make up the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel, and I'm out here for y'all, right? And to prophesy the downfall of America, which is known in the Bible as Mystery Babylon the Great, right? America is in the Bible as Mystery Babylon the Great, and it's going to be destroyed in the Third World Nuclear War. Thus saith the Lord, right? America is going to fight that Third World Nuclear War, and it's going to lose horribly, all right? Give me Malachi, the first chapter. As I said, we are the Hebrew Israelites, all right? We're the true biblical Hebrew Israelites, all right? I go to the second. It's Malachi 4 and 1. I mean Malachi 1 and 1. Salakia. Malachi 1 verse 1.
The burden of the word of the Lord to Israel by Malachi.
Read on.
I have loved you, said the Lord.
So the Lord is saying to his people, the Israelites, he loved us. Read that again.
I have loved you, said the Lord.
So God said he loves his people. He loved the Israelites. Read on.
Yet ye say, wherein hast thou loved us?
Yes. Now our people respond is, right? How come you say you love us? Right? In what way do you love us? That's what our people responds to the Most High. In what way do you love us? And why do we respond like that? Because of the conditions we're in. Right? A brother told me, if we're God's children, why do we go through what we go through? Why are we in the slums, the ghettos? Why we get rejected, we're looked down upon by all nations? Right? Why are we the last hired and the first fired? Why are we called bywords and proverbs? Why we don't have any power in this world? Right? So our people say, in what way do you love us, God? And I'm going to show you. Give me Ecclesiasticus 30 and start at verse 1.
Ecclesiastic, the Apocrypha, chapter 30 and 1. He that loveth his son, cause he's off to feel the rod.
Read that again.
He that loveth his son, causeth him off to feel the rod.
Right. He that loveth his son causeth him often to feel the rod. Right? That's how the Most High love us. Right? Because why we're feeling the rod? That punishment that we go through. That butt whipping he's giving our people. Right? That's how we know the Most High love us. Read on.
That he may have joy of him in the end.
Right? That he may have joy of him in the end. And guess what? Matter of fact, give me Proverbs 23 and 30. Old Malachi still. Proverbs 23. Right? Because just like when you have your son, you have your child. If that child is disobedient to you, right? If that child is disobedient to you, what do? You punish that child, right? You punish him, you discipline that child. The Most High doing the same thing with us, all right? So the Most High is spanking our butt with that rod. With that thing is punishment. See what you got? Which one? Proverbs 23.
Proverbs chapter 23, verse 13. Withhold not correction from the child.
Right, so the Most High said, with not hold correction from the child. Meaning, you do not understand, hold back the rod from the child. You have to discipline your child. Read that again.
Withhold not correction from the child.
Right, read on.
For if thou beatest him with the rod, he shall not die.
Right, if you spank your child with the rod, he shall not die. And I said, that's what's happening with our people. That's why we wonder why we go through what we're going through. Right? When you have your child and you discipline that child, right, you're correcting him. Right? You want him to do better because he messed up. The Most High doing the same thing to us. Read that again now.
Proverbs chapter 23 and 13. Withhold not correction from the child. For if thou beatest him with the rod, he shall not die.
Exactly. If you spank your child with the rod, he shall not die. You ain't going to die if you spank him. Right? But in today's society, they don't want you to discipline your children. Right? That's why they get locked up. Right? That's why they get gunned down by the cops. Because you can't discipline them. All right? Read on up. Verse 14.
Thou shalt beat him with the rod.
You're supposed to discipline that child. You're supposed to whoop him if he's doing wrong, if he's messing up. You're supposed to do it. Right? Read on.
And shall deliver his soul from hell.
That's how you're going to deliver his soul from hell. Why? By punishing him, man. And that's what the Most High do with our people. Do you think God's people could be in this condition and it wasn't for a reason? And that's what our people need to think is, why are we in this position we're in? Don't ask the Most High why are you doing this to us, really? What have we done to be in this position we're in? Drop that, give me on Proverbs, the first chapter. Give me Proverbs 1, verse 2.
Proverbs chapter 1 and verse 2. To know wisdom and instruction, to perceive the words of understanding.
Read that again.
Proverbs 1.
No, it's lucky, not Proverbs, I mean Isaiah. Isaiah 1 and 2. It's lucky, Isaiah 1 and 2. As I said, we're God's children, right? And we're being punished. Right? We're being punished. That's why we're in the condition we're in. All right? Proverbs 1 and 2. That's why the Most High said, spare not the rod and spoil the child. Isaiah 1 and 2.
Isaiah chapter 1 and verse 2. Hear, O heaven, and give ear, O earth, for the Lord has spoken, and have nourished and brought up children, and they have rebelled against me.
So the Most High said he has nourished and brought up children. Who? The Israelites. And our people have rebelled against them. Right? We rebel against our Creator. We rebel against the Most High. Understand? Give me Deuteronomy 31. I got Malachi. All right. As the Most High said, right? He's nourished and brought up children, and we rebelled against him. All right? And this is nothing new for our people. We always were rebellious, right? That's why the judgment is going to come down on our people. See what you got? 24. Deuteronomy 31, verse 24.
And it came to pass, when Moses had made an end of writing the words of this law in a book until they were finished.
Read on.
That Moses commanded the Levites, which bear the ark of the covenant of the Lord, saying, take this book of the law and put it in the side of the ark of the covenant of the Lord your God, that it may be therefore witness against thee. For I know thy rebellion and thy stiff neck. Behold, while I am yet alive with you this day, ye have been rebellious against the Lord. And how much more after my death?
So Moses was saying this to his people, right? We have been rebellious even back then in the time of Moses. And Moses says, how much more rebellious you're going to be after my gone, after he's dead? Understand? Read on.
Gather unto me all the elders of your tribe and your officers, that I may speak these words in their ears, and call heaven and earth to record against them. For I know that after my death, you will utterly corrupt yourselves.
Dig that. See, Moses said after his death, the Israelites were going to utterly corrupt themselves. Understand? And you wonder why we get punished. You wonder why we're in the condition we're in. Actually, it's all our fault, to be honest with you. We messed up, right? We messed up. Understand? That's why all this is happening to us. That's why we catch the hell we catch, because we messed up. Read on.
And turn aside from the way which I have commanded you.
Right. And we have turned away from the side which Moses has commanded us. Hold that for a minute. Give me Isaiah, the 3rd chapter. Isaiah 3 and 8.
Isaiah chapter 3 and verse 8.
It says we have corrupted ourselves, right? Read on.
For Jerusalem is ruined.
Right, the Lord said his people are finished. Read on.
And Judah is fallen.
Read on.
Because their thoughts and their doings are against the Lord.
Right, our doings are against the Most High. Right, the Lord said what we say and what we do is against him. Read on.
To provoke the eyes of his glory.
Right, we provoke the eyes of his glory. Read on.
1 and 3.
Verse, no, 4. 3 and 9. Yeah, 3 and 9.
Oh. Isaiah 3 and 9. They show their countenance, the witness against them.
The Lord said the show of our countenance bear witness against us, man. When you see our people, right, when you look at them, that is a witness against them. Read on.
And they declare their sins as Sodom.
They declare their sins as Sodom. That's our people. What was Sodom known for? Look at our people growing up now, man. Understand? This perverse lifestyle got our people captive, right? And funny, back in the days, that perverseness would be held in the closet. They would keep that locked away because nobody wanted that secret to come out. It's not like that anymore. Read on.
They hide it not.
They don't hide it anymore. They're upfront and bold with their wickedness. Upfront and bold with it. They don't even care. Read on.
Woe unto their soul.
Read on.
For they have rewarded evil unto themselves.
They have rewarded evil unto themselves. Now drop that. Give me Isaiah 1 and 3.
Isaiah chapter 1 and verse 3.
Matter of fact, Isaiah 1 and 8.
Isaiah
1 and 9.
1 and 9.
Read on.
Except the Lord of hosts hath left unto us a very small remnant. We shall have been as Sodom, and we shall have been like unto Gomorrah.
Right. If the Most High didn't keep a small remnant, as it said, we read earlier, right? And our people are gone the way of Sodom, right? And their countenance bear witness against them, and it's true, right? We got our people, man, that's so woke out. They're becoming cheerleaders. They're twerking. These are men doing this stuff. Look at all these athletes coming out the closet. Right? Our people are finished. But the Lord just said, right, if he didn't keep a small remnant, all his people would go off. We'd all be like Sodom and Gomorrah. Read on.
To what purpose is the multitude of your sacrifices unto me? Said the Lord. I am full of...
Read on verse 9 again.
Isaiah chapter 1 and verse 9. Except the Lord of hosts had left unto us a very small remnant.
Exactly. If he had left a very small remnant, read on.
We should have been as Sodom, and we should have been like unto Gomorrah.
All of us will be turned out, but the Most High kept a small remnant, man, his elect, right, to keep us in his ways, right, and not to follow the wicked of our people and the heathens. All right, give me back to Deuteronomy 31st chapter, Deuteronomy verse 29 again.
For I know that after my death, you will utterly corrupt yourself and turn aside from the way which I have commanded you.
Right, we stopped keeping his laws, statutes, and commandments. That's what Moses gave us. God's laws, statutes, and commandments. And we turn away from that. You understand? We turn away from it and start to follow the customs of the heathen. Just like our people are going to celebrate Christmas. You understand? They're going to celebrate Christmas. Right? They're going to have the Christmas tree in their house and decorate it. All that is in the Bible. Right? That we're not supposed to follow these customs, but our people do anyway. And some of them who don't want to do it, they get caught in a snare because they said it's for the children. So now you feel compelled to do it for the children. But do that make it right?